I will share an example of going deep without the paid restricted access databases. I was doing a skip trace. It was a witness locate on a criminal defense case. The prosecutor's office conveniently was able to list all the witnesses they were going to call, but for some reason, they didn't have any contact information for these people. Really dirty trick, happens more often than you might think. Not fair at all. Spoiler alert, the case I was working, the guy was guilty. He was super guilty. Doesn't matter. You have a right to face your accusers. And, what his defense attorney was given was a list of names, and the prosecutor's office said, "No, we that's all we got." They hire me to track down some of these people. One of the people, I ran a name and got a potential address, and I went this one step further, and this is just the type of thing that no paid access database will do. I pulled all the police runs on that address for the previous year, maybe 18 months. And then I pulled all the police runs for every adjacent address. The house behind them, beside them, across the street, the diagonal across the street. I start going through those run cards one at a time. This is back even before the computer was, the run card it looked like an old time card that you would punch in a time clock. And as I was going through one at a time on these runs, one of the runs, the dispatcher sent the deputy out on a previous unrelated case to a neighbor's house who reported this daughter at home during school in the basement smoking dope as usual. And although the run was to check on a minor at that residence, the handwritten note in ballpoint pen in the margins of this card was to smoking dope as usual. Now, how is this helpful to you? That's a neighbor I want to talk to. If this person is going to be a witness in the case, I want to find out as much as I can. The witness may not want to talk to me. The parents of the witness may not want to talk to me. And the person at this point, I think, was an adult, I'm sure. I wouldn't ever try to interview a juvenile on their own like that. But the neighbor was somebody, hey, they're going to be able to tell me all sorts of things about this person that might be helpful. That's the kind of stuff you get when you pull a case file, when you look at run records, when you get accident reports. All of this stuff that's not provided by the large restricted access database providers. If you'd like to learn more, I do have a public records mini course over at ShadowAnyone.com, or a larger course, The Investigator's Ultimate Guide to Missing Persons and Fugitives. Both courses are a deep dive into this type of information. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to reach out to me. I'll answer all that I can. In the meantime, this is Larry Kaye with ShadowAnyone.com. Remember, do the right thing, even if it's the hard thing.